I am so sick and tired of the patronising tone of the messaging we get from the government. Like, everything about lockdown easing is like, well, it's easy. There's red, amber and green. It's a traffic light system. And I'm like, do you know what? I don't need a colour scheme to explain what the quarantine rules are if I travel, in the same way that I don't need anyone to make an aeroplane noise before I eat vegetables. Do you know what I mean? What I need is a clear set of rules which carry with them an explanation of why they have set those rules and what the boundaries and tests will be for them to change. Because honestly, if you are capable of booking international travel, insurance, taking your family halfway around the world, I actually think that you can probably understand an infection rate, a hospitalisation rate, a level of new variant spread, a vaccination rate. And you can certainly understand them well enough to look at where those things are headed and go, hang on, it seems pretty clear that we are going to open up a bit more, or it seems pretty clear that this is going to get locked down further. Because at the moment we're just kept completely in the dark, like we're supposed to just assume that Boris Johnson and co magically know what is safe and what is sensible, despite the fact that for the last year and a half they have repeatedly demonstrated aggressively over and over again that nothing could be further from the truth. Like, tell us what the methodology is, because this whole business of like, oh, you can go to Portugal if you want and you have to quarantine 3, 4, nothing's changed, and oh no, you can't actually, we've just changed our minds. This is just abuse. If you were living with somebody and they said, oh, the rules are you can go into the garden, and then 10 minutes later, even though nothing had changed, they went, you can't go in the garden anymore, this would constitute abusive behaviour. And we don't deserve this, and we don't deserve to be treated like this. And it only serves to create a completely false situation in the media where we're presented with this, like, do you support what Boris Johnson is doing because you hate coronavirus? Or do you love coronavirus and want to cancel all the rules and everybody go round licking each other like there's no risk of anything whatsoever? But those are not the only positions. In fact, nobody is in either of those positions. We're all in a position of we want to stay safe and we want everybody to be protected in our society. We want to do it in a way that is reasonable so that we have as much freedom as we possibly can. And the only way to do that is to get rid of Boris Johnson. But they'd rather we had this argument so we don't keep looking at the other things they're doing, like giving tons and tons of money to all their cronies and to companies that they themselves are invested in and that their donors are invested in. And that's why we'll talk about that next week. But in the meantime, enjoy the nice weather and I'll see you soon.